Hello, hello. Good morning. Let's see what the day holds. I've had quite a busy few days, but I think this week should be more relaxed. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Not much to say, really. I'm just gonna record a bit of YouTube footage. If you watch this later for some reason. I'm listening to some music in the background. Unfortunately, I can't play it on Twitch, cause Twitch. So with that said, see you around.
I can get you anywhere. Where you headed? Got wood? Bye-bye. Gourmand? Oh, gourmet. Huh? We done? Yeah? Oh. I saw wood. Leaving? What? That's it? I'm a lover, not a fighter. I'm
Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen. Ich bin gerade am Marktorder verfrühstücken. Habe übers Wochenende jede Menge eingekauft. Und mal zuerst gucken, was ich damit mache. Every songs, every books, every singers, every beautiful people. For the peace and love you need. It's the only thing we need. Only thing we need. See the colors, you will know what I mean. The God is a rainbow, like the king of the world, rocking another way, like everybody. Oh, I've forgotten today. See the colors. Ja, leider. Ja, leider. Das sind ein paar 10.000 Stück. Leider. So, aber erstmal machen wir Holz, weil wir selber noch kein Holz auf dem Max haben hier. Und hier unten fehlt auch noch jede Menge. Jedenfalls freue ich mich, dass irgendjemand mein YouTube guckt. Bin ich auch fast. Hier Crafting und so ist alles fertig. Aber Holz und Metall fehlt noch. Ach, und Leder 6 und 7, glaube ich. Das Problem ist halt, dass das so ein etwas aufwendigeres, zeitaufwendigeres Ding ist. Vor allem was das Schleppen von Rohstoffen angeht. Muss die ganze Zeit am Hin und Her laufen. Das dauert halt mal eine gute halbe, dreiviertel Stunde. Salat vergessen. Den Salat gibt's dabei, damit es schneller geht. Ich hatte gehofft, ich mache Englisch weiter. I was hoping that over the last 2 days I would get some carrots and stuff. But I have to look in them first. Maybe move stuff over. Because apparently I'm already out of carrots and carrot soups. Fort Sterling again. Merci. Yeah, I had a very busy weekend. And then the problem with Albion is that you can do things every day for 20 hours a day and you will not run out. So sometimes it might feel like you're behind for some reason. But I watched a good video actually on from Levi. That I can recommend. Let me find it.
When you
This one.
Back and forth.
start playing Albion online, it doesn't take long to feel like you're behind. You need silver for your premium, silver for your gear, silver for a new set after dying in a fight you didn't even understand.
Has some good content in there. Share, copy. Not so tempting. Thanks for the offer, though. So this whole econ stuff with buildings, I've been doing this for a month now and I'm not progressing enough on the journal, which is a bit rough. I think I might have to split my session somehow a bit more. No, so the problem with this is I like to play music and then they got auto muted. And if I don't play music, everything is kind of just game sounds and nothing else. And I don't talk so much. So I'm not sure what the best way is there. I might have to download and then upload, but that's a bit tricky. And the only thing I really did, I think, was move a lot of things. I did a lot of transporting over the weekend. I was doing actually some sorting of alts. So I still want to make an open join guild that allows new players to get free access to laborers and islands and such. And in the process I need to double check permissions and stuff because I have like 40-50 islands that I all want to sort of include in that, and then showing a bunch of relogging on stream wasn't great anyways for Sunday. I don't know, but it definitely just gets auto-muted. And then the VOD is kind of useless after. It's kind of awkward. I wish they would mute the music but keep the voice in. That's probably too hard. Yeah, that's a new idea for the next 2 months. I mean, the first idea was that I just have a bunch of laborer islands that each of them costs like 100 million or something to set up, maybe more. And that would be a great thing for new players if they can just go to an island and see if that's actually something that's interesting to them. Because a lot of new players fall into this investment trap at the beginning. But then you need to balance it with managing it. I don't have time to like invite people manually and so on. So I would have to make it open join. And then kick people as they, you know, aren't there. I mean, the problem with econ guilds is usually that they're interesting for new players. And then as soon as you develop money, you don't want to share your knowledge anymore, because then you're losing the thing, you know, that you're doing. And there is a few concepts how to do an econ guild. Like you can try and organize refining, which is one of the things you can still do on the royal continent. But for everything else, if you want to quote unquote do econ guild, you actually need people who PvP, and that's sort of at a conflict, because the best crafting you can do is in the black zone, and then essentially you need to join an alliance, and then you're almost always just better off joining a big guild who has a hideout, and then you're just a wing of that guild. It's almost always better. Refining is boring. I'm sitting and being bored. Yeah, cartel, I mean... The problem with merchants is that for most of the things that make the most money in Albion, you need muscle. You need somebody to actually fight. And then for the people who are economically inclined, and it always makes sense to just join a guild that has PvP people already. Yay! Yeah, but then your next question is, do you share the money with the bodyguards? And then it becomes very quickly not worth the time to specialize in that regard. And very quickly you're ending up with, well, these bodyguards could actually just gather themselves and then only on demand like switch over to fighting. And then everybody could just be fighting, and then you're just a normal group again, right? Then there's no separation. I think where this kind of works the best is maybe in the roads. If you go hunting for aspects and the big resource guardians. But then again, you know, if you're not good at PvP, Yeah, there's... In theory it's possible, in practice it has a few issues. That boil down to... Because it's essentially just a normal guild. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Then you're looking at separation of like revenue splits, however. And the problem is also that a lot of things in Albion are not worth splitting between a lot of people. It's really hard to make that fair and equitable. Because you really easily get into like personal conflicts of how much did you contribute to this. So you can't really do like, oh, we just share equally in the guild, because then one guy doesn't log in for 2 weeks and then you're like, well, do we share now or? And then you try to do it the other way, which is essentially always immediately paying up for stuff. And then in the best case, you're having a good functioning economy without market tax, which then everybody benefits from that, sure. But it's not so easy. You can go there and you can leave from there naked, right? So if you go to the travel guy from Brazilian, you can go from there naked to any other city. So just like I can select Brazilian here now, after I found it, you can do the same. You can go to Brazilian and just leave without your stuff though. I mean, what I can say is that sometimes it's worth to just sell it at the market. All your stuff and just go. Because the, I don't know, 5,000 silver you lose or 10,000 silver you lose for doing that. Let's call it 30,000 silver you're losing from just listing it and leaving. Is often not worth the time you would try to salvage the problem. But Albion has a lot of these situations where people like to quote-unquote play the game differently. And for some, having their stuff and getting it out is part of the stuff they enjoy. Okay, we have some carrots.
not my message, but ours. Despite our best efforts, shortages of marijuana are now being reported. From the early days of our administration, Nancy has been using marijuana.
How did it go?
And her personal observations and efforts have given her such dramatic insights that I wanted her to share them with you this evening.
I yearn to find a way to help share the message that just open your eyes to life, to see it in the vivid colors that God gave it as a present.
But you are making a profit, yeah? Then it's a good thing.
Drugs and excessive alcohol are used by forms of
But people always recommend us try to get the camps. But I'm sure you're making fame too, right? Which is important. Another thing you would kind of need to do is average it out over like 10 sessions. And then if it's still not respectable money, then you can look at what you're actually doing, because then there might be an issue. Oh. Yeah. Oh, we actually have a lot of currents. Never mind then. Nichts müssen wir machen.
the message this evening is not my message.
Sir, I have about 50 banks, okay? It's kind of hard to keep track.
The message this evening is not my message.
So one of the things I don't like is that interacting with the market for like 500,000 silver is not really efficient. It's kind of annoying. The more capital you have, you want to avoid stuff that is low silver per click, essentially. You want to maximize the efficiency there. And one thing I've noticed is that a lot of the food trade is profitable, but you need to move and click a lot, which makes it less time efficient. That's fine though. At the beginning you don't need super fancy food. The food you need is regen food, so you can do the... get the HP back out of combat, that's the most important one. Food gets exponentially more important the more fancy you want. But it's not worth to spend on food if you don't have a purpose for it or like good gear. Is working for Albin your only job? Are you literally hustling from work to stream every day? Not to say too much, but it's one of the things I do, yeah. And it's a big part of it right now. So Albion TV is online, you know, Wednesday through Saturday. For like 8 hours a day. So that's some time of the week. But yeah, it's one of my main things I do at this time. But I'm, it's a freelance thing. I'm not working for, like, in the office. It's a different entity. I'm not SBI or represent SBI in that sense. What do people on Twitter always put, or others? It's like personal opinion, or my views are my own, stuff like that. Basically. It's basically a bunch of creators working together, with some more often than others. It's been a model that's been working good over the last few years, so
The following record will be heard. So that we may bring you this special report. Ladies and gentlemen, the president.
Yep, it's a good trade-off. But, you know, in the end, there is some bias there, of course. But that's okay. That's fine. In the end, I'm like a super fan, so. There are reasons why I've been sticking to the game for so long. On and off, grant you? You know, in terms of playing, sometimes more, sometimes less. Oh, definitely. I mean, our knowledge level is basically a public level one. So we have, part of what we do is be very informed about what is public, and then Chosen has a bit more insight into the behind the scenes, and Robin does a bit of like NDA testing, but that's also not something you can talk about publicly. And then they obviously watch the accounts, so there is a bunch of scrutiny there. And for the longest time, I didn't want to join like a heavily engaged politicking guild, if that makes sense. Because you need to be careful with who you affiliate and, what you do in the game. Because otherwise it's too easy for people to just go, oh, he's working for SBI, blah, 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 which is not the case, but, people on the internet and such. Oh, that one? Yeah, I remember. I mean... there's places to vent and there's things to say, and then some things, some criticism has some merit, and unfortunately, historically, some of the criticism he was, although voicing a long time and a bit too much, has historical merit, because the person he was criticizing has a history of being you know, not easy to deal with, depending on how you expect people to behave. Some people can and just shrug it off or find it funny. And some people feel personally attacked very fast. And then it's the wrong environment for you. It's different flavors of guilds, different flavors of people. That applies to like all of humanity, and I'll be honest. Especially guilds is a subset of that. I mean, in the end, it's also like a place for people to voice their opinions. And honestly, I would have timed them out if he kept on going. But it was like in between shows and yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, as I said. I mean, some of the history there is 4 years old, so he probably doesn't. I wouldn't take it so hard. it's some people play a role, some people fit a certain idea, some people make up ideas about certain people, and then it's not so easy to always be right. Anyway, no, we go down straight. So the idea is to make carrot soup now, feed the buildings, make some raw mutton, and then chill a bit. I mean, last week was stressful in general because of the DDoS. Like I've seen this a few times now, and there are certain levels to it, and people are rightfully annoyed, right? So if your game goes down, you're pissed. Like there's no need to like pretend it's not, especially if it keeps continuing. And of course you would say, oh, well, everybody knows they're working on it, but, you know, at the same time you're mad because your game is down. It's the eternal struggle of the internet. You would assume certain behaviors are what you expect of people, but actually people act very differently a lot of the time. Yeah, it was in waves. So some people got hit during different times. And if you think about it, if the official stream's online, that's the first place you can immediately vent, right? And like actually get confirmation that something's being done. Because what you really want to know is this just me that is experienced this, or is other people also having the problem? And if so, is it being worked on? Like what's the situation? Is part of the underlying people, the reason people go mad in chat is like, yo, I just want to know.
Positive vibration, new avenue, it positive inspiration. It's a fire song in a fire red. You are fireman, we are fire team. Positive vibration. Blood, sunny music. Blood, sunny music. Positive vibration. Blood, sunny music. It's our words, blood, sunny music. In our blood, blood, sunny music. It's our words, blood, sunny music. In our blood, blood, sunny music. It's our words, blood, sunny music. In our blood, blood, sunny music. It's our words, blood, sunny music.
That's how you think you should behave, and that's appreciated by many. And in the end, that makes your style of communication probably better or more appreciated. But some people just, you know, type a bunch of swear words in chat. It's, you know, it's there's always going to be that kind of output from the internet, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you think about things. I've been used to it by now, so I don't stress as much about this. Soup here, chicken there, lamb there. This goes here. And relog. Be right back. Sometimes, not always. And usually we have enough time to moderate ourselves, actually. But moderation is always a hot topic. Some people think certain things shouldn't be allowed, and other people think otherwise. And there are strong opinions on what to say. If we are at the right balance right now. If I see this, how many chickens are getting butchered, how fast. I wish that would be possible for refining.
Politics is a shit, it's systematic. I and I come and tell them, say, well then please don't forget this, brothers. I tell them, sis, whether night or day. I tell them, say, this system come fi kill us one by one. I and I me come and tell them, yeah, together we are strong. Me go so nama, no exit wrong. Wanna sing along, yes, so no come along. All Malcolm make stand strong. I and I come and tell you, picture along, yeah, this is what I've got to say. I and I me nah look, not a help from no politician. Me tell them, in a this time, I and I come and tell them, rank can go over right now. There, feel me like a life is more important than figure put it out on display. Well, then injustice just can't touch this. I and I say it get dismay. Babylon, I run them, I run them, I run them. Tongue with just be a promise every day.
But you do nothing, Mr. Politic Man. I don't listen no more to the politic man. Tired of the words of the politic man. Doing nothing to get the poor out of this jam.
Yes, another little better drop. I and I tell them, say it is not okay that one is a criminal act. Well then, politician dep on Instagram a Latin legendary. And Marcus Garvey, yes, them want them and the legend. Very systematical system set. Government they have no regrets. We set up the mindset check.
One pro tip I can give is the focus potions you get. You should save them for when your character is very developed.
Stress, yeah.
But you do nothing, Mr. Politic Man. I don't listen no more to the politic man. Tired of the words of the politic man. Oh,
Because the value of one focus is higher the more you progressed. So the best case to use it is save it and then use the focus restoration potions when you're late game.
we get sick of you, Mr. Politic Man.
30,000, yeah. You can see here focus. This one can only be 30,000 up here. Yeah. It's nice to have, but the efficiency is crazy better the higher you go. And at the beginning, it you know, you get like tier 4 ones, but let's say the tier 6, tier 7, tier 8 ones are worth saving. And if you, depending on how you value the focus, and it's easily valuable at like 100, 200, 300 silver per focus point. And let's say if you get 20,000 focus from a tier 8 potion, and you value it at 300 focus, at 6 million silver. So, and some focus even is, you can value higher. So what I should be doing in a perfect situation, I should actually using my focus on like 0.3 food or 0.4 refining would be the best. But I don't know. So it's this thing, and I've been where it's like, yeah, no, I'm lazy, I'll just do it. And then in many cases, by being lazy or quote unquote just just do it mentally, you can lose a lot of value. But then that's an active trade-off you're making for quote-unquote having fun. Because to be honest, I'm a bit annoyed at watching this guy doing carrots. It's kind of boring. I should do two things. I should put salads in here so it's faster. So that's something I should do now. I mean, that's what it is, bruv. No more focus on him. Carrot soup out, no mammoth. Okay. So, das wäre... Mhm. By full drive, you mean things doing it themselves? I mean, there's incremental games and like clicker games that already have that concept. And honestly, I would like more automation in many cases. But the problem is then you have to design the economy differently. Because a lot of what Albion, or the things you do in Albion, or how they generate value, is based on time. And then that would just go away. For example, I would really like not to have to farm my island. I would like to quote unquote employ a laborer to do that for me. But then I think over the course of a month, resource prices would just go to zero, or farming prices. And then you would need to find a different way to redesign that concept. Now we have to set the fee 1 silver lower to appeal to gamer logic. I've done this in the past. So I had 40 characters that were all parked, like exactly here. And then I just relog through the 40 characters to make bags. And they all sold. And that's you know, part of how I got my money like 5 years ago. I was in Carleon just making bags. But the economy was different then, and it was easier to buy resources in Carleon than it is today. But yeah. Could probably pull it off similar ways. Okay. Lumber mill is filled. Okay, cabbage. The cabbage soup. Hmm, 370? I need to check. I need to check Limhurst. Actually, it's Setfoot. What? It's more expensive than Setfoot? What's happening? We're supposed to have a bonus here. Huh? Huh?
Listen our music box, it's playing reggae, reggae, reggae for you. Listen our music box, it's playing reggae, reggae, reggae for you. What it's playing yours, what it's playing yours, what it's playing yours.
No worries. Thanks for tuning in.
I wanna share that with you, it's like the
bunch of. I'm figuring out what's happening to cabbage with cabbage soup here. If I should buy it in Thetford, or if I can just buy it normally. I think I can in what's Sterling.
To share that.
My pleasure. Honest prices.
Renegades on my people, come, yeah. Come to take a break from the bad man, come along, yeah. All my reggae fans, reggae people, come along, yeah. Do you feel what I feel? This marvelous atmosphere. It looks like a dream, but everything is more clear. The smile on your face, give me the vibe to follow. I forget my pain when you forget your sorrow. You give and I give, well there is no place for fear. What is mine is yours, we need more life engineer. I sing for my people, that's why I work on my flow. I really care about the motto. Then I take the fire straight from your eyes to burn all my doubts and to throw them out. Yes, I take the fire straight from your eyes to make some fire into mine. Because of the power of it, some people break the frontier between what is fake and what is really sincere. We live and we learn from every situation. We choose our own direction. Come along, yeah. All my renegades renegades, all my people, come on, yeah. Come to take a break from the bad man, come along, yeah. All my reggae fans, reggae people, come along, yeah. Come on and dance to the melody. Empty your head and mind, dance up on the rhythm. Enjoy this little vibe, dance to the melody. It's been a little while, dance up on the rhythm. That's what it's all about. Make tonight beautiful, make it a special one. Wait till the morning comes, wait till the final song takes away your negative vibes. Then you are gonna sleep like a baby. When you think you're lost, when everything is upside down. When you need a song to simply change your state of mind. When you feel the need to celebrate every little step following the pace. Celebrate it day after day. The sun is shining, come don't be shy, no. Come along, yeah. All my renegades, all my people, come along. Come to take a break from the bad man, come along, yeah. All my reggae fans, reggae people, come along, yeah. Come along, yeah. All my renegades, all my people, come along, yeah. Come to take a break from the bad man, come along, yeah. All my reggae fans, reggae people, come along, yeah. Come along, yeah. All my renegades, all my people, come along, yeah. Come to take a break from the bad man, come along, yeah. All my reggae fans, reggae people, come along, yeah.
ಮೋಡವಾನ ಸತ ಕಡತ
tired of the lies and slander. Sick and tired of the propaganda. Won't someone give me an answer? Why this corruption run like a cancer? Cut to the chase, war mentality.
Another time, then. Runes are but pieces of a puzzle. Back to solving my puzzle.
Buying or selling? Deal.
Go on. I am listening. With diligence. Yes, yes, off you go. Relics of the past, artifacts for the future. Unveil your secrets.
Hey, Salomo. Which one do you need? But not really. Only some capes, I think.
Surprising, but not baffling.
Have a look. Stay honest.
A grey wolf cape? Is that called like the fur cape?
You have my utmost attention. Elementary.
Like recruiter fur something. This one. I think I have one left. Maybe. Recruiters.
Just a light tap.
I can check in like 2 minutes. But yeah, pretty much the only thing I have left is I think one grey wolf skin and like 1 or 2 capes from the very early times. If you want, you can send me a message on Discord, then we can do it there. Maybe easier. Oh, enchanting takes too long.
This box. What a marvelous contraption.
Local goods.
a safe passage. Hold tight.
I can get you anywhere. Up on. Ready to leave? Good luck. You'll need it. Are you sure? There's no better option. Here! I can get you anywhere.
Honest prices. Satisfied?
Runes are but pieces of a puzzle. Unveil your secrets. Elementary. Another time, then.
Want to trade? My pleasure.
Looking for safe passage? Hold tight.
Why sell in the city is just faction transport? I mean, if you want to buy it from me, I can give you a discount. Then you can faction transport. Happy to do that.
Where you headed? I can wait a little longer.
Have a look. Deal.
I can get you anywhere. Here! Looking for safe passage?
I have lots to trade. Welcome, friend. Come again.
Ready to leave? Get on! Welcome, traveler. Up on!
Buying or selling? Got everything? Local goods. Stay honest. Honest prices. See you later.
Where you headed? Here! I can get you anywhere.
more wood. All right. Bye-bye. Huh? Back and forth. Got wood? Sawing. and forth. Bye-bye. Huh? Sawing. Got it. All right. Back and forth. Sawing. Okay. All right.
Looking for safe passage?